So the reality of what happens when the groomers are successful in grooming children into this sexually perverse alternative universe is best exemplified in a tweet thread from a reporter named Brandon Show. Brandon Show tweeted, "I'm gutted, I tell you, gutted. I just met a mom originally from El Salvador whose teen daughter got sucked into the gender madness in California. Mom did everything she could to help her daughter. The school, the medical establishment, and the Department of Social Services undermined her," meaning the mom, "at every turn. They went so far as to remove her custody. Naturally, they all pulled the 'if you don't support your child and allow them to medicalize, they'll kill themselves' card. Now, separated from her mom, the cross-sex hormones kicked in, but of course did not alleviate her daughter's distress. The daughter wound up taking her own life by throwing herself in front of a train near Los Angeles. This anguished mom had to get a phone call from the cops telling her that they were picking up the pieces of her daughter's shattered body. This mom's agony is so deep, she now says it hurts to breathe. This reporter says the torment in this mom's eyes will haunt me for a while. I could barely hold back the tears on the metro on the way home. To those of you hesitant to raise your voice on this insanity, what are you waiting for?" This is the reality that happens when the groomers get their way. This is the reality of what happens when even conservatives refuse to fight this fight. When conservatives are happy to maybe send a tweet, maybe speak out in disgust about some of what's happening, but when conservatives refuse to play offense, when they still play by the rules of the radical left, and enough is enough. This happening under our very eyes to our children in public schools across the country, this is why the bill in Florida is so important, because the bill in Florida actually plays offense. And remember what the bill in Florida does. We talked about this in episode 106. So if you want a full breakdown, we went line by line through the legislation, talking about what it did and what it does and what it doesn't do. But just to sum up what it does not prohibit anyone from saying gay. That's simply a lie. It prohibits the grooming of children in sexual perversion by public school teachers. And it prohibits schools from hiding from parents when their minor children are transitioning genders. Period. That's all it does. So if you support this bill, then you are a groomer. Because the only reason you would support this is if your answers to the following questions: do you support teaching kindergartners that they can be transgender? And do you support hiding from parents who ask that their child is transitioning genders at school, their minor child? The only reason that you would support that bill is if your answer to those questions are yes. And if your answer to those questions are yes, then obviously you're a groomer. You support the grooming of children here. So my message to groomers today is you will fail. You will fail what you are trying to do to our children. You will not abuse our children. You have no idea what you are up against. You will be stopped. You should be sent to prison. You deserve to be condemned to hell for this child abuse. You're lucky, in fact, that I'm not in charge of that particular aspect of it. But when the left pretends that gay kids are going to be bullied because of this bill, keep in mind that a 12-year-old girl in Florida attempted to commit suicide. She attempted to end her own life because her teachers gave her a male identity without the knowledge of her parents. Sexual abuse is harmful. What the left is doing is sexual abuse.